Richie Crowley in the 7, Mark Johnson in the neon green 13, Jackie Buckner the 87. The pace truck off the track. We're getting ready to go green flag racing here at Newport Speedway. Zeke Shell leading lap number 1. Thomas Bean still in second. But Ashton Higgins now taking over the second position as he goes across the nose of Thomas Bean. Almost wiped out there in the middle of 1 and 2.
He understands that prime realty of these races. You got to get to the bottom to get there quick in these cars, especially these cars.
Lee Tissett in the 27. Back there in the 4th position, had motor issues yesterday, had to go back to the shop and change engines. Back up to 4th. Zeke Shell up there in that Budweiser number 1, leading off 4 laps so far this afternoon. I got to call a race earlier this year with Ashton Higgins winning, that, which would be the South Atlantic Pro Series. He picked up the win here earlier this year in that class. Got to call a race with Thomas Bean. He picked up the only late model race that we raced earlier this year. He picked up that win. Lee Tissett, I got to interview him a couple of times in victory lane this year. Always a great guy to expect to win here at Newport Speedway. But I'm not got to talk to my friend here from Taylorsville, North Carolina, the grandson of Harry Gant, the 98 of Chase Pollard. Pollard, one of our former champions in the Honey Hush Boutique Limited late models in the Carolinas there. Jacob York, we've seen him win a couple times this year as well. Very great kid there. But how about Toro Rodriguez back in 7th?
That's pretty impressive there. He's got a good little ride here. He's just trying to get some laps going here. He's trying to settle down a little bit and pace some laps here.
Derek Lane in the 28 back in the 8th position, your 2017 late model champion here at Newport Speedway. But how about Jamie Mosley from Kentucky in that 11 Jailbreakers potato chips car? We saw him running up in the Grand National Super Series here earlier this year. This is his first late model stock start of the year.
Yeah, I followed them guys on Facebook. Pretty cool guys. What they got any chips for us?
They did give out some earlier this year. I know that much so. Martin Nesbitt rounding out your top 10 in car number 92. That is Zeke Shell so far this evening, leading all 12 laps. Ashton Higgins trying to slowly close the door, though. He's down to about a half a second from Zeke Shell there in 2nd. Thomas Bean in 3rd.
Zeke's caught to the back of the field here. We're going to see how they can navigate through these lap traffic. The track's spread out very wide, cars all over the whole track. Let's see if they can navigate through them and get through our good.
$19 cars strong we started with this afternoon. We're 15 laps into the 60-lap scheduled distance here in race number 1 for our limited late models. Zeke Shell, Ashton Higgins, Thomas Bean, Lee Tissett, Chase Pollard, your top 5.
It's a long race, but you know it don't take long, 13-second laps. So you got to pace yourself and don't leave yourself open at the end of the race. So you got to have a good little pace that won't let you slack off and get caught, especially when you're going through lap traffic.
Absolutely. Mark Johnson in that neon green Rocket Oven Pizzeria Leapfrog landscaping machine, about to find himself going a lap down.
This was said that the 9 cars caught right back up to Zeke Shell there on the back. So you see, they can navigate the rest of these cars. The 9 caught up really quick to him.
Absolutely, and he also brought a friend with him, Thomas Bean in the 0-1, right there in the rear tire tracks of Ashton Higgins. We got a leapfrog car in 2nd. We got a leapfrog car in 3rd. We got the leapfrog car that just went a lap down of Mark Johnson. Zeke Shell opening the lead back up ever so slightly over Ashton Higgins in second. But Shell also has another front windshield full of some slower traffic as he's getting ready to run up on. The 9, the number 6, and the 22. Daniel Escato in the 6, Enrique Ferrer in the number 9, and Dustin Cooper in the car number 22. We've not got to mention it a whole lot, but look in your 10th position now. Car number 65, Josh Goebel. Back in 10th, but we got a change for second now as Thomas Bean moves past Ashton Higgins. He'll take over second and set his sights on your leader, Zeke Shell.
Higgins having a really hard time getting that car to wall up and turn. He's run the back tires off of it, looks like, and he's really having a hard time coming off these corners.
They got a front windshield full of some slower traffic as the 6 car Escobar going a lap down. Jackie Buckner in the 87 facing the wrong direction. The 9 car of Enrique Ferrer also pointing the wrong direction. Pace track down on pit road. We're back underway here at Newport Speedway for the Fall Classic 350. Shell bobbling up right there in the middle of the corner. I think something's going wrong on haywire on that car.
Yeah, it's not acting right for sure. These guys have to keep an eye on that and see what happens. You can make it through this feature and get it fixed for the next one if something's wrong with it.
Thomas being your new leader now. But look at the battle for third back there. Lee Tisson to Ashton Higgins. 2 Asheville area drivers going tooth and nail at it. Both drivers have run a long time against each other in the super trucks and limited late models across the Carolinas over the last few years. Lee Tisson, he'll take over third.
Halfway through feature 1, the twins are halfway.
I tell you what, man, a lot's changing and happening right now. The ticket window is now open.
Got anything left, now's the time to give it out. You got 30 laps, just as hard as you can go.
I was getting ready to brag on Toro Rodriguez, but he's been slowly drifting back. I watched him bounce off the wall there when he was fighting with Derek Lane a couple laps ago, but now he finds himself even further back. Josh Goebel trying to make up 4 wins tonight. The last time I saw that done was driven by Lee Tisson, picking up 4 wins in one night here at Newport Speedway back years ago. Josh Goebel, is he capable of doing that? He's on his way.
He's got a good chance. He's got a good car here. He's got to get this past the York there. Looks like it put him 6, so he's knocking him down lap by lap.
Lee Tisson taking a look under the left rear quarter panel of Zeke Shell. He'll dive off into turn number 3. They're side by side coming off of 4. Lee Tisson will move into second. My goodness, where did that come from?
Got a really strong car here the later part of this race. I think he saved his stuff a little bit. It looks like maybe Zeke's having some gripping issue too. Maybe he used a lot of his stuff up in this race. We'll see where he stacks up here at the end.
And you know you can look down here on the front straightaway, sailing off into turn number 1, but you're starting to see a lot of rubber build up now compared to how we started earlier this afternoon.
It's like the same way coming out of 4 over here. The black part, the bottom part of the 4 is getting black, so they're definitely spinning tires trying to get all the traction they can get.
Ford coming up on lap 40 this time by your leader, Thomas Bean. Lee Tisson second. Zeke Shell back in third. Ashton Higgins in fourth. Chase Pollard back in 5th. How about Josh Goebel in 6th? Jacob York 7th. Derek Lane in 8th. Mark Nesbitt 9th. And Alex Miller now up to 10th. You kind of see a little puff of smoke out of that 37 when he lets off and goes into the corners there. I've watched a lot of Cars Tour races over my last couple of years, and I know you have as well. You definitely see it a lot more on those cars when they sail off in the corner. I guess they call it the valve spring smoke that you see at the right side tailpipe.
Yeah, a lot of times those valve springs are opened up and just flood it full of oil. So that's when they get back in the gas again. They're getting so hard, it'll shoot all that oil out. It has to go somewhere, so it burns it out the tailpipe, which is all right.
Yeah, nothing to worry about. Just,
the old saying, if it's got oil, it's smoking. If it ain't got no oil, it ain't smoking.
Thomas Bean coming around lap 45, 20 to go. 15 to go this time by. He's had to earn this win tonight compared to the one he picked up earlier this season. Yeah, we started out running this race in the low 13 seconds. Now we're up to 14s.
It's been a second drop off over these 60 laps. You can definitely tell they're wiring their tires out and they're fighting for all the grip they've got now.
There goes Alex Miller taking a look to the inside of Derek Lane. That's a battle for the 9th position. Alex Miller from Irwin, Tennessee. We've not got to talk about him much this afternoon, but he's trying to make a name for himself right now as he slid into the top 10.
Got 10 more laps to go. See if we can make a difference here.
Thomas Bean's got that mission, or Mama still, he's got all kinds of sponsors on board that thing. The Leapfrog Landscaping, he's got that car on a rail here. The final 9 laps for that young driver out of Hudson, North Carolina.
Yeah, as soon as he cleared that one car, it was pretty much sailing for him. He's not looked back since then.
Lee Tissett taking over 2nd. That's obviously a big accomplishment as well, moving past Zeke Shell. Those drivers have battled at each other over at Kingsport over the years.
Higgins keeps trying to pick his nose under the one of Shell here. They're both trying to fight for the same real estate, the top 3 spot.
Thomas Bean, though, he's got a whole front windshield full of some slower traffic right there in front of him. This might open the door for Lee Tissett here as we're coming up on 4 laps to go this time by. Thomas really just needs to hold on these final 4 laps. He's got big enough gap over him and Lee Tissett back in 2nd. I think he can just hold on and ride this one out.
Yeah, you really don't have to pass anybody. He can stay where he's at, just keep a good pace and roll on out. White flag in the air for the 01 of Bean. 1 lap to go. 27 stay in 2nd. Zeke Shell is in 3rd. And your winner, the 01 of Bean. 2nd will be Tissett. 3rd will be Zeke Shell. 4th, Ashton Higgins. 5th, Chase Pollard.
I think there must be something about Bean Nation because you brought your fan club here all the way from Hudson, North Carolina. Congratulations, win number 2 here at Newport Speedway.
Yeah, I kind of getting like this place. It was wish we won the pole last night, but missed it a little bit, and we good thing. Actually, it's a good thing we fell back there. If I'd have been out front, I'd probably burnt my tires up, but I just knew I needed to wait and save the tires. They told me all day that I needed to save tires, so that's what I did, and hopefully saved enough for the second race. But old Tissot looked like he was coming there at the end, so hopefully it'll be a good battle in the second race, and we'll hopefully it's a good show. And thank all these guys for helping me, the Steel guys, Joe Chandler, his wife Melody, and Nathan, Dylan, Terry, my parents, all of them coming out, and thank all Quinn and Christy in the stands, and we're hopefully we can win 2 tonight.
Well, you know what? You just picked up $1,500 for winning race 1. You go on to win race number 2. That's another $1,500. I think there's a $500 bonus if you win both of them. But the race fans want to know a question, man. Will you start at the rear of the field for race number 2 for an extra $500?
No.
Oh, come on. Thomas Bean, your winner here in race number 1.